Hi, I'm NotyetDead in name and in nature, and welcome back to South Mountain Creamery for another mod roundup. So again, we've had a bit of a glut of mods. They're turning into buses. You wait for ages for one to come, and they all come at once. If you've not heard that expression before, I apologise. Anyway, yeah, so wow, a sudden influx. I'm a little bit late getting to this. I was a bit held up yesterday and didn't manage to get a video out, but I thought better late than never. So yeah, let's get into it. So first off, we've got here on this side the AutoSan D47 pack by CatFan18 mods. Nice little set of trailers. Yeah, there's two types. They're quite nice actually. You can choose with decals or without. Street tyres, which is this one, or normal tyres, and then the two different designs. And you can also get, and I love this, I wondered what it said when I read this, but get it with wavy or straight. So yeah, let's take a quick look in the store. Under tippers, of course. Come back to those in a minute. Where are they? Ah, here we are. Yeah, so it's the AutoSan D47. So yeah, so they're in as two separate ones. 10.5 for the smaller one, 13.5 for the larger one. You've got quite a lot of colour options, but there aren't too many colours to choose from, if you see what I mean. So the main colour, which of course is the frame, black, grey or reds. The wheel set, we talked about, rim colour, same colours but with the greens and a sort of orangey colour, which is, I didn't try that actually, probably a good thing. Oops, and the design colour as well, but without the orange. And yeah, with flat side or wavy side. So that's those. And same for the other ones really. They're essentially the same. It's just they've got the sideboards. So I'm assuming, yeah. So the smaller one's 4,700 litres. The larger one's 7,900. And they're tippers, but they look good. So this one this is the street tyres and the wavy sidewalls with green wheels. This is green with black. This is grey and grey. This one again is sort of the default, all the default colours. This one with the street tyres but with the red body instead. Yeah, looks alright. They look really good actually. They, again, you know, it's just something a bit different. They are of course a front pivoting axle, so whether or not you like these will depend on whether or not you can cope with those. Personally, I can't. I'm rubbish with them, but yeah. I mean, other than that, they look really good. Number plate, where's that? Oh, Poland, okay. Oh, and a nice little spare tyre under there. That's a nice little touch. Oh, and they do link together actually. I haven't tried it yet, but you can daisy chain, so that's good. Again, depending on your abilities to reverse with a with the front pivoting axle, but you know. But yeah, they look good. Like those. So moving on to the next one. So this is something a little bit different actually, and I quite like these. This is the one axle trailer pack again by CatFan18 mods. Polish single axle trailer of my own design is the description. And yeah, I mean it kind of does look like sort of homemade trailer, which actually I quite like. Nice and clean, crisp. Whoopsie, sorry. Walk over the tow bar, straps across. Quite nice that they're at the top. So if you've got something, if you put in bales in or something, they'll probably sit over them. And then that's the thing, so this is interesting because it comes in 3 different versions. So there's this normal one with belts. Then there's this one with water containers in it, and it's got a capacity of 4,000, so but no belts, not that you need them, presumably those sort of fixed in if they've designed it yourself. It's also wobbling a bit, which is a bit weird. And then there's another one which is a fuel. It's only got a capacity of 2,000 litres, so again we'll go in the store, skip past the IT run stuff. So yeah, so there's the base one, 3,200. They all cost the same, but yeah, the water one's got capacity of 4,000. The fuel one's got capacity of 2,000. It's not a lot, but you know, hook it on the back of your pickup, take it out to wherever you are, or you can use this one ideal for just, you know, keeping your animals topped up, or you know, especially if you're running a small farm. They're actually quite, just me a bit different. I actually really like these. What we didn't look at yet was slots, so it's a bit difficult to say because of course I've already got multiple ones of each of these. So if I actually so if I sell one of these, okay, so 7 slots for the sort of the lower of the 2 trailers, the AutoSan trailers. If I sell that one, 7 slots again, so they're 7 slots each, so that's fine. And then these ones, because I've only got one of each different type and they're different in the store, they're 5 slots a piece as well. So yeah, don't need to sell these, but while we're here, so yeah, that's the trailers. Land left with one of each, but I think they look pretty good. I like those. Again, something a bit different. Now then, this one, something really quite different actually, and not something we get a lot of. It's an animal trailer, but it's the ArtMechanic LS-35 by Vanquish 081, and it's a hook lift. It's a hook lift cattle transport, which I think is brilliant. Got some nice sort of, you know, weatherings, a bit rough around the edges. It's clearly been used. We'll hook it up in a minute. I've got a tractor and a hook lift, so we'll try that in a minute and see how it looks. But yeah, looks okay. I'd be quite tempted to use that one actually, because it's something just that little bit different. So I might, yeah, I'll see if it fits in one of my games. But yeah, I like that. It's a nice one. Now this one, if I ever go back to Altenstein, will be an absolute must. So if you're watching my Altenstein series, you know I'm trying to use the farming classics as far as possible, trying to do it with older machinery. So this is the classic 2-row planter by Dogface, who also did the farming classics. And he actually says, a retro version of the common 2-row planter, this lizard brand sowing machine can sow sunflower, soybean, corn or sugar beet. And he said he's made it to go with it because it's got a corn forage harvester but no way to plant corn. And I actually found that when I did corn on Altenstein, I actually had to lease something to sow corn. I actually did it all off screen. So this would have been a great thing. So if I do go back, then this will be a definite. Might even see this in action in a minute if we got a bit of time. And it's nice. It's pretty simple and straightforward, but it'll do its job. A couple of little labels down there. And it's a simple piece of equipment, as it should be. So looks alright. That's good. Quite like the idea. It's got these little hoppers on the top. I mean, you can even tell how it works. Oh, look at the lizard branding on the top. That's really cool. You know, you can even tell how it's going to work. It's actually really good. Cool. Right. So that's those. That's all of that lot. So a bit of a major load of new mods yesterday. So moving along. And I actually don't, interestingly enough, I'm just scrolling through the mod hub and I don't see this anymore. So we'll do it from what's in here. I don't know if they've removed it. That seems a bit weird. It's the Lizard dually pickup. Dually because it's got dual rear wheels. And it's a beast. And it's bulky and it's very big and it's very powerful. So we'll do it from in here. I'll have to look up the mod creator. I can't remember who did it, so I'll look that up and I'll put it in the description on the video. But yes, a Lizard dually pickup with a choice of engines: a 5.7 litre turbo V8 or a 6.7 litre turbo V8. The 5.7 270 horsepower and a maximum speed of 67. The 6.7 litre 410 horsepower and a maximum speed of 80 is just mad. Usual choice of colours and design: standard or USA window decal, which is pretty cool. So let's take a look. I mean, these look brilliant actually, and we'll see in a minute, but they do actually suddenly make the pickup a useful piece of equipment. But I mean, they look really good. The lights are really cool. Did I do different? Oh, I thought I did. That's funny. I thought I'd changed the rim colours on those. Oh, anyway, and what's nice is you can see, so this is the 5.7 litre turbo diesel powered version, and this one is the 6.7 litre, again turbo diesel powered, but it looks, you know, from this sort of the swelling out of this back to cover that extra wheel. Again, it's got, oh, it's the same actually, so it's got these the straps actually go across between these bars, so again that's a nice, it's a nice touch, same as on this trailer, that trailer we were just looking at. That's quite nice, I like that. Let's talk about the back, dual exhaust at the back, Julie license plate, nice. It's a pretty cool piece of kit. Let's get inside and have a look. It's got a good engine note. I haven't looked inside yet, let's have a look. Oh yeah, very smart. Actually, we put the lights on. Oh, so illuminating dash, that's quite cool. So that's normal beam, main beam, yeah, you get an extra light. Right indicator, left indicator. I like this in here, it's nice. So from the outside, so there's the normal lights, standard lights. I like those twin beams, they're pretty cool. And then these sort of fog lights that come on as the main beam, that's really good. And there's the indicators, front and rear. So actually, lights. Yeah, so the indicators are rather subtle if you've got lights on. You can just about see them, but you can certainly see the reflection from them anyway. But cool. So yeah, I like these. These are really good. And actually, one thing I was going to do is this. I haven't bought that yet. So which one was the bigger? 6.7. Oh, and what I missed, of course. How could I? Now that is not just a decal. It is an entire window, and it looks amazing. What I also like is actually if you get in, you can even see through it. It is actually properly translucent. It's really quite cool. And you can see it in the rearview mirror. It's a really nice touch. So if you're doing an American map, you know, which actually, you know, it's a very American style sort of pickup. So, you know, yeah, to do that with that one there is really quite cool. I do like that. Anyway, let us just test something for a brief minute. Where did my fifth wheel go? There it is. So, as we discovered in my last video, I've been doing this wrong for always. So put back down. Might be a little bit tricky because it's slightly higher than the fifth wheel. I think it will be okay. Yep. Hook up symbols come up. Wait for that to go. Put up the rear. Okay. Now let's try this. So there's been a lot of comments, and I messed about a bit with this last time, but there has been a lot of comments about you know, that actually, although this is a great idea, the in-game pickups aren't really powerful enough to really take something of weight. I mean, you can do it if you really slowly. So in my video I put it was a wheel loader or a telehandler or something on it, and it managed. There was a bit of movement in it on the tractor, on the bale trailer, because clearly the vehicle trailer has a locking script. But you can still just about get away with it if you're careful. But yeah, so there's no sign of the suspension dropping. So if I just take that off, let's see if I can do this. Keep an eye on that back suspension on the truck. No, there's no sign of it moving at all. Whereas with the old Lizard pickups, they really dropped at the back. Of course, going to affect your handling and how they, you know, how much weight they can take and everything. I'll get a bit of smoke out the back when it's got the extra weight on the back. Actually, I mean, there's movement in the suspension, but not. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more stable. So this suddenly becomes actually a really useful pickup. It's stable at cornering, even with the weight on the back. I mean, if you go flat out and then corner sharp, you're going to lose the back end as you always do, but I'm not even sure if I've got a road long enough and straight enough to really test this out for speed. Perhaps I should have done this on Goldcrest. Oh, it's quite a long road. Here we go. I have switched traffic off. Closed circuit. Please don't try this at home. Just give myself plenty of room to crank this up. Yeah, I mean, it's stable, it's coping, so I want to be careful about steering, cornering. 81, we've managed 81 miles an hour. Whoa! Oh yeah, edge of the map. Nearly ran out of road. But yeah, it certainly did that alright. Good. So yeah, this is actually suddenly we've got, I mean, it is more expensive than the other pickups, but it's suddenly, it really is a useful pickup. Then you can really use this to carry about some heavy stuff around the farm. Yeah, I kind of like this actually. I think my gameplay South Mountain Creamery, I'm trying to look on it, Let's Play, I think could benefit from having a truck like this. Though of course I do have the South Mountain Creamery coloured branded truck already, but I suppose I could just replace it. I could upgrade it with one of these when I've got the money to do so. But it is quite cool. Because yeah, that ability, so we just need a few more attachments. When you bales and vehicles you can do, there's not much else you can do with it. We just need more of these swan neck trailers, but I think that's really good. The tractor's sitting on there very nicely. Cool. Actually, while we've got this, first thing I'll do is fold that down so I've got access back to my tractor. So that took it up to this trailer and see. Oh, sorry. Missed it. There we go. Looks a bit small on the back of it. If I had the water in it, or if I'd got the water of the petrol one, it wouldn't be so bad, but I think that looks alright. Lights on. Ooh, nice double indicators. Yeah, very nice. Cool. Okie dokie. So, oh yes, we were going to check this. So let's just quickly jump into the stair. So specifically went for something I don't use very often, just for a change. And try this. Okie dokie. Well, I've got quite enough space here actually to do this neatly. So I apologise in advance for the fact this is going to be a little bit skew, but hopefully it'll load okay. Let's see, there we go. So I mean, if you use the IT runner pack a lot, you've got a lot of hook lift stuff, then this is a brilliant idea. Whoa, a lot of tractor wobble. What if that's the dolly though, rather than the thing? Is it on straight? Has it straightened itself up? I think it has, isn't it? Yeah, looks like it. So I'm assuming, oh no, sorry. Now then. Okay. Out window. So now, have I missed something? What's going on here? I'm gonna unload it. And I'm gonna reload it just to make sure I load it straight. Because I can't, this doesn't look right to me. Actually, I should have thought, I should have put in the is it the Manjoskin pack? Because I don't have an option to open the back. So there's no... That's a bit odd. So there's no... They can't lower the back. You can't open the container to let the animals in. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Unless I'm missing something. Maybe I'll try it with the Blacksheep modding. It's the Manjoskin, isn't it? I think so. Can't go around this way, can I? This is going to struggle with this, actually, I think. Little tractor. What I'll do is I will drive up to the animal market and we'll test it out. So here we are down at the livestock market at Emerson's. As you can see, I changed tractor. It's quite a heavy setup actually. The stair was struggling, so I went for a JCB, which is also faster given how far we had to travel with it. I also tagged it because although I'm playing this, I haven't been here before. Not quite that far yet. So right, so the open animal dialog box has come up. Yeah, there's still no option to lower the back or anything like that. But I mean, you can, you know, buy a couple of sheep. So yeah, we're fine. I mean, it works. Oh, it's got a beacon on the back. I hadn't noticed that. Oh no, that's the IT runner. Sorry. There are our sheep all nicely huddled together. Hello, sheep. It looks pretty cool inside, but yeah, it's a little bit disappointing perhaps that there's no, but it's not too big a deal. Let's face it, it's functional, still works, and like I say, it's nice. It's you know, if you use the IT runner stuff, the hook lift stuff a lot, then actually that's quite a nice extra way to use the set. It looks really good on it. You know, and it doesn't detract from its usefulness in the game. Just really nice to have had an opening back, a little bit of animation, but it's not that big a deal. Just thought, check, nice lights. Indicators on both, that's nice actually, it's a nice touch. Quite like the extra lights at the top too, looks really good. So yeah, so it looks fine. I mean, it works okay, perfect. Yeah, and that's something else a bit different. I think you could also, and maybe this is why they haven't put an animated back, because if you could put it on the back of the man hook lift, or well, any one of the other hook lifts, of course, because it's not just the man one from Blacksheep modding. There's also the other one's a man, isn't it? As well as another man hook lift truck. And there's the other Blacksheep modding truck, this is the 850. So there's quite a few trucks you could put them on as well, and maybe that's why, because you know, they might, I don't know if they're different heights, but they might be, so I guess it removes that, you know, if it's on the back of something different then it's a different height. But yeah, it's functional. I've gone past where I have to put the sheep. Anyway, on to the next thing. I'll meet you back up at the store. So a little aside, I bought the little trailer up to the farm just to see if I could put anything in it. So it won't take, it's not coming up with an option to take seed at the seed refill point. It doesn't appear that it'll take stuff from the silo. Not that you'd want to, I mean it's tiny, you wouldn't get anything in it. But what I did find out is you can unfold it, which is quite cool. So I suppose if you wanted to put bales in or something, you just sort of push them in, put them in and push them in that way. Well, I like that. Nice little animation. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. I didn't want to miss it and miss something out. And it's still got the fastenal tension belts. Yeah. Anyway, just a little thing. I'll see you back at the store, like I said. Right, so we're back at the store, but actually we're not going to the store. We're going to this placeables area just next to field 1. Wrong button. Because don't need the lights on. What I've done is I've filled up the AutoSan with some wheat from the silo. Just clear these out a little bit because we've also got some placeables yesterday. So there's 3. We'll start over. Actually, we'll do this one first. So this, and I'll just get up the details again. He says is the drying Prolift D10 by VNSFDG2. And the description he's given is grain dry by Prolift inside the building. You can sell grain. So it costs 26,500 to place, maintenance of 5,000 a day. And I'm going to leave the menu on for a minute. So as I understand it, and I haven't seen them, there are versions of this available for PC that are actually grain dryers, with the idea that you know, put your grain through it, you get it back out again, and when you sell it, it's worth more because it's dry grain. It's more valuable. That doesn't seem to be the case for this one, so we're going to try this out. I've just driven around it just to see if there are any triggers anywhere, but I can't see any. And it looks not quite tidy. We'll have a good look at it in a minute. So I'm just going to bring this through. Also a good chance to try out the AutoSan trailer. Tipping. So I'll leave that there for a sec. So let's have a good look. Takes JCB nicely. It's a bit of a lip up, but it's okay. I mean, it must be pretty flat, this placeables area, but it looks like, I mean, it looks great. It's got the functionality. There's a chimney. This must be the sort of dryer unit. You know, bit of power, some fans, lots and lots of detail to it. This looks like it just hooks up. It's got wheels on it. I'm guessing this is a sort of dryer unit itself. So let's see, so that must blow warm air into it. Yeah, it circulates it around, dries it, etc. And you get it back out that end. Yeah, but it looks great. I mean, I really like it. I suppose maybe the finish to the wood could have been better or whatever else. But I mean, I like the structure of it. I like the colours. I think it looks nice. But I think it is, I'd say just. It's just a sell point, but it's just a sell point, I believe. So one other thing we should cover, as usual, we've got tip side back, tip side left, tip side right on the AutoSan, which is worth knowing. So tip side right, nice animation. Tip side back. And tip side left, just because, why not? So that's our income. So that was 6,000 litres, and we've just had what, just about 3,000 pounds. Yes, about 500 a litre per 1,000 litres rather. No, sorry, wrong one. What I did notice, so I've been in, I placed this, I saved the game, I came back out, because what I know is that when you place a new sell point, it doesn't appear in your list of selling points until you've exited the game and reloaded it, and I've done that and I don't see it. So, you know, the biogas, Goldcrest, Pacific Grain, Grains Towers, Horses Farm, Mother Earth, Spinnery, Stanton Sawmill, these are all placeable, all sell points on this map by default. They're the default sell points, and if you come up here, this is where we are, and there is no sell point. As you can see, like, you know, Grains Towers is down here. You know, you can see the other sell points because they should, as you should be able to, because they're the default ones for the map. But there is no sell point on the map, and it's not in your sell point list, which means you've no way of determining the price. If that was about 500 per 1,000 litres. It's also quite a low price, right? Gold Press Pacific Grain currently offering $723. Grains Towers currently offering $593. It's quite a low price. So as a sell point, you know, if you're doing a map that doesn't have many sell points, it's another sell point you can add in. It looks quite, oh look, there's smoke coming out the chimney. So it's essentially, it's acting like it is working because I've just put some grain in it, but I've sold the grain. I haven't put it in there to get it out, you know, apply a process and get it back out the other side. And I'm assuming that although there's a pipe there and I'm under the pipe, right? It's a pretty difficult spot. I can't see. I'm pretty sure I'm under that pipe. Yes, I am. And there is no option to load coming up at all. So it looks like it's just a sell point. It's a sell point. I would say it's just a sell point. It's a bit harsh, but it is a sell point. And not to, you know, it's not like it's particularly good price because in theory you're drying it first, where maybe you know, it should therefore be a higher price. And at least in my game, it's not come up in the list of sell points. But it looks nice, and I say if you've got a map that doesn't have many sell points, it's a great extra sell point. Why not? Also means I don't know what crops it does or doesn't take. Does it say in the description? No, doesn't look like it. I can't see anything that says what crops it'll take. Does it say in the store? Wouldn't normally, but you never know. Oh, it does. Wheat, barley, corn and straw. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's a sell point. And it's worth to you 9 slots, which is not many, actually. So, anyway, that's that. Moving along, right in front of us. The next one is Vehicle Shelter by Aaamodding. It's a placeable vehicle shelter, 19,000. So let's have a look. It's got a concrete base. It's a concrete base with quite a high lip actually, which is the one thing that slightly bothered me. But it doesn't, you know, it's not a problem. It depends what you're trying to get into it. It looks really good actually. It looks like it's been sat here a while. I quite like this. It's a good size. I quite like the way that the base is in sections. Makes it look like, you know, it's a proper concrete base, come in sections, and then someone's just built it up. I love, and it would be awesome if they worked, which of course they won't in this, but I love these drain, you know, the drain pipes coming off the edge at an angle to make sure the water drips away from the building. But yeah, I mean, it looks well used. All the corrugated iron looks a bit, I don't know, mildewy, dirty. It's not rust obviously, but maybe it's not corrugated iron, perhaps it's that sort of ceramic stuff you can get sometimes. But I mean, either way, it looks pretty good actually. I do like this. There's lights down the middle. I haven't seen light switches. Don't see light switches. Maybe the lights are automatic actually. We need to check that on the sell point as well. But yeah, quite nice. And then this one, and this one is, it's another sort of vehicle shelter. It's the depot shed by, and I'm sorry if I get this wrong, moechtegernbauer, I'm assuming. It's $80,000. I'm just going to say that it's $80,000, but it's 35 by 25 by 8 meters. It is huge. So you've got this, it's quite a big footprint. It's got quite a long concrete apron at the front, but it is huge. Nice doors, nice animation. I like, you know, it's got the rails for the front, it's all timber framed, but nice modern building. Light switch, oops, nice bright lights. You've got all the metal plates to hold all the joists in place in the ceiling. This is a nice door, double door, this one. I like the fact it's open circle, close circle. Doors that use the square to close, frankly, to be honest, I find a little bit annoying, because if you've got a vehicle right in front of them, oh my goodness me, that can be a challenge. Just saying, just my thought. Some use circle to open, square to close, some use circle for both, and I think I prefer circle for both. But that's just a personal thing. But as you can see, this is huge. I mean, it swallows this. This is only a small JCB, but it swallows this JCB. The doors aren't particularly wide. You might say, I told you I was reversing this. You might struggle to get really, like a really big combine or something. I don't know. That's just something to try. The other thing I find slightly odd. So doors in the middle, open each way, right? Brilliant. Door at the end has only got one handle and opens to the side and closes. Oh, it's automatic close as well. That I like. Don't hold the button. Okay, that's fine. This door here, bit odd. Looks like a double door, but opens sideways. So I'm going to hit the tractor. Bit strange. That feels like it should have opened both ways, or it should have been a single door. But it's a minor thing, nothing crazy. But I do like this building. I have to say, it is massive. I mean, you need a big space to use it, right? Because you know its footprint is just. I can't zoom out in front of. There we go. Its footprint is ginormous. But if you've got a lot of equipment that you want to store and you've got space to put it, like I could put it here, frankly, on this map, plenty of room. It's great, and the apron, that the slope down from the apron at the front is really good, because although it's quite high up the concrete base, it's got a nice, slope to it to get your equipment up and down. I like it. I do like that. But yeah, so that's that. So that's all the mods. I think the one other thing I would like to do, because it looks like those have got automatic lights, is it would be nice to see them. So I'll wait here, and I'll see you later on in the day. So I just thought while we were waiting for, helper eyes blocked by an object. That's not very helpful. Not a very helpful helper. I just thought while we were waiting for the time to pass that we'd try out the cedar. So I filled it up from a pallet, big bag, and as you can see, it only takes 100 litres. What I did notice though, we zoom in, it takes the covers off. You can open the covers. That's really cool. Anyway, I've only done this strip. I needed to cultivate a small strip just for us to test it. That's all the work it was doing, so that doesn't really matter. So, got us a Hurleyman, something slightly more appropriate. I haven't got the Farming Classics pack installed on here, sadly. Lower it down, turn it on. I mean, that 99 litres, that 100 litres isn't going to last you very long. But actually, it's got a reasonable sowing width, in spite of it being only a 2. Does it say what it should be? It should do. Let's have a look. Sowing machines. 2 meters, which is, it's not bad. Uses only 20 horsepower. Brilliant. But yeah, looks nice. I actually really like the animation of the wheels at the back. Yeah, perfect for your small farms and your smaller tractors. As far as we're going to get. But yeah, so I mean, you're not going to do a big fill with this. That 100 litres isn't going to last you very long. But it looks good. I like it. Want to go back to Waltenstein now. Should carry on that map when I get a chance. There's just too many other things going on. But yeah, I like it. It's really good. Cool. Anyway, as planned, I'll see you later. So, later in the day, and I just wanted to show you this actually. I've brought the Julie over that I still had, and yeah, turn the lights off, So that's dipped beam. Because watch, it actually does change the beam. I'm not sure I've seen that before. I mean, obviously you get it brighter. I'm not sure I've seen it quite so distinct. Which I thought was a nice feature anyway. So yeah, so they are automatic lights, these other buildings, and they look really good actually lit up. So I'll switch off, come out. Yeah, I like that. Automatic lights look really nice, both of them. Of course the other one, the lights manual, I left them on, so yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you've found this perhaps useful, informative in some way. If it was okay, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet and you'd like to, please feel free to do so, and please drop us a comment, any thoughts, anything you found out, if you started using any of these mods that might be useful to know, any feedback on any of them, any of the little challenges that we've seen, any thoughts, just drop me a line in comments. Otherwise, I shall look forward to seeing you back on one of my videos very soon. Bye bye for now.